So I want to show you guys what I watch all the time. Sometimes I watch them, sometimes I don't. This is what police have to deal with on a daily basis with these people. Now, I'm going to show you this right here. Um, there's a reason why I don't like to be around black people in a large number. They're radioactive, they cause drama, and for some reason, you pretend like just because they they get a little money and they're in a middle class neighborhood that they change their ways. They just become a little bit more sneakier and be kind of disrespectful, right? And they still hang out with the hood people. So you still know that they still have that hood bullshit around them. But this is what we have to do with every day. This is why it's important to be a red pill guy in the general society. Because if you know that these people are around, you know to leave the store and go to another store. There's places that I had to relocate. I mean, I had to go to different Walmarts. I had to go to some places. I had to go to places at a certain time frame because I know that these particular people wasn't there. This is what they do. They cause destruction and chaos in every city they in. They don't know how to act like human beings. All the while, you got these piece of shit dudes over here giving these motherfuckers dick and doing looply loops in the bedroom while these motherfuckers acting a fool like this. But they want to call us socially awkward. They want to call us gremlins. They want to call us different names. But we're not out here destroying cities, destroying people's economies. These people single-handedly in 2020 destroyed the economies. And then the government went and put mandates on people. And then now all these different people are now doing strikes, getting back at the companies and getting paid more money than they did before. And these people trying to get people on mandates. I mean, I have some respect for some people in today's world, but I see studs. What I see now out there now, I see more studs out there working concrete work. I did some bricklayer work. I did some concrete cement work, and I seen some of them out there doing it, and I was like, okay, but those were studs. Those wasn't regular chicks. I saw one Spanish chick out there with her husband, and she was doing the concrete layering, little bit. But this is the real world right here. This is not fake. This is what they see all the time. Oh yeah, you super thug. Remember when Super Sly said the thugs are the warriors of the community? Remember Angry Man saying that the thugs are the community? You know, they won't go and try to fight the guys in the badge. He was I think you will hear him tell him take the badge off. Take the badge off. But I thought these guys was killers and realers. Why don't they want to go to war with the cops? Isn't it funny that these dudes respect certain authority figures, but they supposed to be the warriors of the community? They supposed to be the saviors of the community, right? That's what Super Sly said. He took the videos down. That's what Angry Man said. The thugs were the community alphas, the community warriors, right? Here your community warrior not trying to save his woman from the big bad white supremacy cops. And guess what? Where's the Black Panthers at? Marching into the police stations like they do when they march into poor business owners businesses and try to intimidate them. But then when the cops show up, they run along. They run.
Yeah, that shit's
And nobody does nothing to it. The so-called thugs and players and killer gorillas, they didn't do nothing. They didn't jump into it. They didn't do any of that. What happened? Your queens are getting beat up by the cops. What happened? I thought y'all was the tough guys. I thought y'all was the community guys. I thought y'all was the guys who protect black women, right? I thought that was the thing. When you watch all these videos, you see how much of a weak dude, how weak these dudes really are. And that's all he got to say. He calls him an F. But I thought these guys was the super thugs of the community. They the warriors. Because, as soon as they touch one of the cops, the army of cops are going to be going to war with them. And they'll lose that battle. But these are the so-called thugs of the community. These are the warriors. This is what Super Sly said, the warriors, the thugs, and players, right? But I want to show you what in general society looks like. And how the perception of the law that women can do anything they want. I told you a video I had when I made that Destin video. Now I'm going to show you an arrest of a woman who played with herself and act like it was okay to do that. This is how they act. I mean, you want people to interact with these people? Even the so-called middle class people act like animals when they get arrested. Let me tell you a secret. I've been handcuffed a couple times in my life, but I never been booked. And you know, I never act like this. Even when the cop was wrong, I never act like this. I was the calmest motherfucker around. The FBI complimented me when they did the investigation because they said that I was one in a long time, one of the most calmest people they ever seen when they came in and took everything around. I was calm as shit because I knew I ain't had nothing on me. But this is what animals do when you cage them up. They don't like rules. They don't like regulations. So imagine what they do to their spouse.
Right now on my back. Can't do that. Put my hood up. Leah, put my hood up. Let me land peacefully. Let go of the handcuffs. Let me get my foot down. Oh, turn the fuck.
Squad car, she began yelling, spitting, and threatening the officer.
Bro, turn the fucking air. You stupid ass white bitch. Turn the fucking air on, bro. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. This is fucking bullshit, bro. This is some bullshit. You got nothing but white stupid bitches! You stupid white bitch! Oh, I wish I can kill you, bitch! Promise you, bitch! Shut the fuck up! Fuck you and your job, bitch! Stupid asshole! Spit in your shit! I hope that shit get you infested, you dumbass bitch!
Negative. If you want to go there, actually we'll have somebody else go there if you want to stay.
Wow.
Stupid ass.
Look at this shit. These people are animals, dude. But I was told that society is great by these fucking idiots. Society is so great. You can meet people and you go outside and this and this and that. These motherfuckers are fucked up.
Ass bitch.
I thought they said incels was dangerous and socially awkward.
Ted, hope I can go to sleep. I got bail money though. I ain't tripping. Send my bro. Tell my cousin to bail me out. This is funny. I beat that bitch ass officer. You saw me? You saw me beat her ass? Sir! You saw me beat her ass? I was beating that bitch ass. Fuck you talking about? Look at that bitch nose. Her shit bleeding, yup. Beat that bitch ass. Fuck you talking about? Bitch, don't push me. I'm ready to go to court tomorrow. Who is it?
I don't know.
Oh. Calm down. I need air. Who is it? Let me breathe. You're a dumbass.
Meyer was charged with disorderly conduct, ID, and underage consumption.
Look at this stupid ass black bitch. You don't even, I'm thinking like, what are you gonna do?
I want to talk to her.
You just was talking to her over there.
You weren't on a traffic stop. I'm
I don't.
Man, please.
License now, what's the problem? I have the right to open her. So y'all walked up on me.
This is going to hurt you. You're under arrest. Quit resisting. You're under arrest.
You ass ain't got shit else better than smoke. Fucking clown ass hoe.
We are. Ma'am.
On September 18th, 2020.
But he has to keep it fine. I'm not stepping out. And I feel like usually
Really not a really good reason to go.
get a I take care Can you please pick up your legs and sit in the car? I don't want to have to help you.
I got it, Charge.
Get off me! Stop touching me!
Close the door.
I can't.
I'm sorry. I must know what I'm talking
Man, touching me. Can't say anything about it. I don't want to. No, what are you talking about? You are not cooperative. We are not a co-op. We are not a co-op. We are not a corporation. We are not a co-op. You're not a cop. You're a robber. You're stealing me. You're kidnapping me. Okay. You're abducting me. Ow, you're hurting me. Ow!
How you doing, ma'am?
Now, this is the video that I wanted to show you. So, women get to do whatever they want to, and society think women should do whatever they want to. So this woman was caught playing with herself in a public beach, and she thought she can do this without getting arrested. Now, let's see the interactions, what she said, and why nobody called these women socially awkward, weird, and losers.
$2 type people. Get you over there. Go ahead. Something you weren't supposed to be doing. What were you doing on the beach? Like, prior to coming here? Prior to coming here.
There was nobody. I was just sitting on my toe. Nobody was around me.
Okay, and you were over at the beach?
Like I was near the water.
Near the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I do? What did I do?
So apparently you were masturbating on the beach.
Who saw that?
I mean, a couple people.
No, they didn't. That's not true.
Why would they call us that?
Nobody was around. It was an anonymous call. Is this one of my buddies? Okay, one of my buddies.
No, it's not one of your buddies. It's a family.
Okay, look. Let me show you what I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything in the bag? We're just here because someone called and... Can I see the contents inside the bag?
Yes.
And, okay.
This is really highly offensive to me.
I got it. I got you. And that's why I'm trying to figure it out.
It's my vibrator, but I just put it in my... I was sitting on the beach, and I just... Okay, do I get a ticket?
So she thought that it was okay for her, because she's a woman, that she can play with a vibrator and hide it and get off in front of everybody. But I thought porn addiction was the problem. I thought creepy men. I thought that, right? We thought that was... But red pill this and red pill that, and creepy men this and creepy men that.
So, you did have a vibrator.
Listen, I was sitting on the water like this, and I just put it in there, and it was covered up, and I just had an orgasm. I'm sorry, I was stressed out.
I got you. Okay.
So, this woman thought it was okay to bring a vibrator, play with herself, have an orgasm in front of everybody, because she was stressed out instead of doing it at home. This is what society teaches these females, that they can do whatever they want and they never get called out. Where's the porn addiction people at again? Why they don't gear it towards the women and these mentally unstable females?
Hang tight for me.
I'm sorry, nobody saw me. I was in the water. Okay, so what?
A family saw it. They had kids.
Wait, what? There was nobody around me.
So, oh, Jesus. Knows you going through it. You like that other good mess, so. You know?
Now, I want you to see the comment section right now. I was here 2 weeks ago. If this was a man, everyone be calling him creepy. But it's a woman. Now they should not be locking her up. This is where we get women think laws don't work for them. You have a home. Women do what other women see other women get away with. This is what it is nowadays. This is the real world people was talking about, saying that it's just loser incel men talking about how women do shit and get away with it. I see in the comments it's okay for women to do shit if it's a man it does it is wrong. Her opening her canister honestly was used against her in the past. The first mistake was admitting it. I would stay silent and call the lawyer. It don't matter how sorry you feel. They're 100% against it. I feel sorry for this woman. Wow. They feel sorry for her. I've been to police for 30 years, and under the circumstances, I would not have arrested her. I would assume they arrested her because they thought it would be funny to tell the co-workers, the agency, blah, blah, blah. I let them handle the business. She probably had no criminal history and made a mistake. They should jam her up with the bullshit. I couldn't retire her fast enough. Oh, wow. So you let women get away with things, but you don't let men get away with things. Wow, this is kind of people we have in law enforcement. These type of cases get blown way out of proportion. I remember a story about a guy who got drunk and tried to pee in a bush, and apparently some kids saw him. He was put on a sex registry list for exposing himself to minor and ruined his life. Or according to Daily News, so apparently, whoever ratted her out stalked her back to the bar before calling the police. It was heartbroken shame, intense feeling, self-candidate. She was arrested. Prime example how being honest isn't in. Mind you, all these comment sections are all on her side. This is why I say I don't fuck with the society out here. Because guess what? Women can do whatever they want, get a slap on the wrist, and men just get the full brunt of the law, right? If she did something wrong, there will be a better judgment. Uploading this on the internet, I see was embarrassing her to the violations. She would have done it, obviously, being arrested, cuff her. You two don't seem to have fair punishment. My sister took her own life 13 years ago. I feel for people who love souls. I feel bad for this woman. All she had to do was deny it. I never admit to the police. You have to remain silent. Women arrive, blah, blah, blah. I believe after seeing this exposed to the world. Now, how do you even spot and know what a vibrator between her legs when she said she was just sitting there covering up? It don't make sense. Whoever reported her was stalking her. Wow. So women can do whatever they want and get away with it. This is the type of society that we in. This is why I can't have male friends. These are the type of dudes who would see a woman stab a guy in the head and cut his head off, and then they would say, well, he must have did something to her. Let her out of jail. First, never do that in public. Second, she should have never told the police anything without consent. At least a lawyer could have bargained it down to nothing. I'm a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. I could do nothing wrong. Why you have to remain to stay silent? Thousands of people running illegally across the border and robbing people. Good Lord. Humans need kindness and forgiveness. Rest in peace. Wow. Isn't it funny that when a woman get caught in situations, it's always some kind of empathy? But if this was a guy, even if he was hiding, they would have him and call him creepy and stuff. What is sad is actually a while ago, she was a real estate agent and she committed. It was about after a year. But this is unrelated. If anybody got shit going on, put on a list and clown like this on social media. She seems to be really nice about it and open up. You have the right to remain silent. So, as you see, this is the reason why a lot of people don't mess with this society.
On the afternoon of July 1st, 2000...
Were you at the beach? I got you. So,
Christina's life leading up into the beach incident had been a, quote, wild one, according to one unnamed relative. And although there isn't much information about her early life, we do know that the beach incident wasn't her first run-in with the law. She got in trouble, got herself arrested. She went to prison in Florida. It isn't entirely clear why she specifically went to prison, but we do know that she had been arrested on a handful of occasions. In 2018, she was accused of stealing a car, and in that same year, she was arrested a handful of times for public drunkenness. Her life prior to the 2018 arrests was far from stable. You see, she had 2 sons with 2 different men, a 19-year-old from a relationship way back in the day, and a 15-year-old from a marriage that ended in divorce in 2015. Although the divorce went through in 2015, the marriage had broken down years before. Just 6 months after the 15-year-old was born, she left the family home to go on her own journey in life. The child was left with his father. Over the years, she had little contact with either of her children and their fathers, but on at least one occasion, she and her at the time husband rekindled. After she spent time in jail, her husband took her back, but she was wild. A short while after they got back together, she fell in with a real bad crowd. She was drinking and taking drugs. By 2020, Christina had made her own way in life once again, and she had been living at a property in Hinesville, Georgia. I'm not judging, but there were a lot of men, and we heard she worked at a strip club too. She was always nice to talk to.
I'm not judging. There was a lot of men, and we heard she worked at the strip club too. She had always nice and talk to.
Always smiled, said hello to our kids when she was coming in and out. She always paid her rent on time. In that sense, she was a model tenant. Then came March of 2022. On the 19th, landlady Felicity Rollins contacted police to request a welfare check on Christina. She had missed her latest payment for rent. A couple of weeks had gone by and Felicity couldn't get hold of her. When police arrived, it was reported that, quote, negative contact was made. Then they left. Remember, Ashley wasn't considered a vulnerable adult in the eyes of authorities, and there were no reports to police that she could be in any sort of danger, so there wasn't much they could do about it. Over the next 12 days, Felicity continued to try and reach out to Christina, but all attempts failed. Then, on the 31st of March, 2022, Felicity and her boyfriend decided it was for the best to enter the property to see what was going on for themselves. It was then a gruesome discovery was made. I was sitting waiting in my truck when Felicity and her boyfriend came down and said, "Something's wrong. We think there's a dead body in there." They pretty much turned straight around when they opened the door. I didn't believe it. I thought they were messing, so I went up. When Felicity's family friend, Gareth White, entered the apartment, he knew straight away that someone had died. The smell alone was enough to tell him that. And so there she was, Christina decomposing on the floor in the property. She had been dead for roughly a month. After an investigation, detectives concluded that she took her own life for reasons unknown. But people connected to the incident don't really buy into that story and want police to explore the possibility that she may have been murdered. After the discovery was made, Felicity asked her sister Whitney Phillips to act on her behalf moving forward, as the incident was too much for her to handle. When Whitney entered the property, she noticed that there was blood in every room. Not only that, but there was other evidence to suggest foul play. There was blood in every room in the apartment, but there were other things like unopened packages, things for the apartment. Like she was expecting still to do things. Why would she be ordering stuff for the house? Why would she still be paying her bills if she was planning to end it? She was never late on rent. I didn't sleep right for a week after seeing the inside of that apartment. You could see the marks on the wall where her body had been, and on the carpet where it had laid. To me, it looks like she was panicking, trying to get away, trying to save her life. Why would she be moving through the house like that? That doesn't make no sense. Jonathan Johnson and his wife Jasmine, downstairs neighbours, think Christina was murdered too. The Johnsons believe they had the actual murder taking place but didn't want to intervene because they weren't too sure. They say a man who Ashley had been seeing needs to be taken in for questioning. I believe that dude killed her. We heard a lot of commotion that...
So now, she didn't take her own life. Somebody killed her for no reason. See, this is what I'm saying about this bullshit. It was already known that she did it. Somebody said... See, this is why I say when dishonest YouTubers pick up shit, they try to do speculation. They already formulated that she actually ended her own life. And she was walking all over the house because she didn't do it right.
One night, then we never saw her or heard her again. I asked, should we call the police? But you're not too sure sometimes.
So, let's see what people have to say. Okay, the cops didn't care what she has done, but had to carry his duty. The media is disgusting when people get public. They get offended. This young lady didn't commit a big crime. My condolences to her. It was weird that masturbation is censored in the title, but kills herself, and it's not said about our world. The family statement, she had rough patch the last year, in and out of trouble, was sad. The sad thing is that she lied there in an apartment for a month because she was found, meaning nobody missed her, wonder where she was. Only reason because she didn't pay her rent. That to me is sad. No, that to me tells me that she was a fucked up person that nobody wanted to be around. Horrible for everyone. I feel bad for her. We all make mistakes. Isn't it funny that when women make mistakes, is that we all make mistakes. When men make mistakes, you keep bringing it up. There's guys that made a mistake 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and you still bring it up to this day. Psst. Their body wasn't found for 30 is heartbreaking. She would have raised a mark by any fence, but not a single person would call the police for such a marriage. One of the freest people in the world, and don't realize it. I lived in the U.S. unfortunately to agree with you. Sad times we live in. It's not freedoms, no rights commit public indecency. Much less a beast where kids are everywhere. If you would go back, he wouldn't be able to go to this house. He wasn't able to go to his house to off himself. Not everyone to be offended, dude. Would have never happened if the video of her wouldn't be up on the internet. Was a society too wrapped up in the business? So true, but what said did, people have witnessed it. Sorry, dude, you wrong. Supreme Court said filming is illegal, as it should be. Perhaps she should did what she did, shouldn't have done that. If this was a man in the area doing it in the playground, would you know? And would you want to know? Alright, I feel bad for, if the roles were worse and a man was doing that, would he be beaten and arrested? Rightfully so. I feel horrible for having this, but put this on the to see. If it's public arrest or good reason, he probably repeat the First Amendment, blah, blah, blah. All this happened, all this wouldn't happen if she felt stressed and masturbate in the privacy of her own room. Nothing have to do with male and female cameras. Keep that shit private. Don't mean don't mean in your car outside or parking lot. Go home and do that shit. She was a stripper. I highly doubt she cared that much about the indecency. Wow. She found a month ago. Later, her spark death was like about she probably didn't have many people in her life who cared about her. So I'm going to show you, let's see, the uncontrollable women in this society. And this will be the last thing. So there was a big story about a woman who raped a little kid, a baby, boyfriend's baby. Now this is her arrest. This is what happens when you let women get away with anything and everything. Right? Let's go.
What's your last name? Okay. Come here. Put your hands behind your back. Okay. You're under arrest. Hands on, what's that? We'll get pants for you. Where is he? Did you have any pants against the There's someone in the room.
It was the early hours of August 22nd, 2023, when a father walked into the Stillwater Police Department headquarters in Oklahoma. He was clearly in distress.
Where is your place where you...
Ashley's mobile phone, for reasons currently unknown, although one report suggests...
Mind you, this is a young girl. This is a young girl doing something so sick. I said this before. Women only do things they see other women get away with. The more things women get away with and then these niggas don't say anything, the more they think is okay. Killing guys, going after children, young boys, robbing people and getting off. They only do what they see other women get away with or do without any consequences.
Stop. The father suspected the arrest that day. Ashley Cheatham came forward as she had recently been employed by a local school. They wanted the police to do a thorough background. Ashley still to take away from the story, it would be that if you have a background check on the person that you're wanting.
Pretty much upset, just pacing back and forth in the lobby.
Police say the distraught man had evidence of child pornography involved.
Now, this one of the other things, right? You have a lot of women who beat their boyfriends up. But nobody talks about that in the anti-red pill spaces. But let me show you the reality of what women do and get away with. There's a reason why a lot of men don't date over here, because women get used to beating on men.
Got Domino's rewards points? Now you can redeem them for so much more. You might even have free food already waiting for you.
On July 15th, 2022, officers responded to a 911 call about a domestic disturbance from a neighbor. They advised that a female was yelling and physically attacking a male.
How's it going, man? Good. Hey, were you just walking with a girl? Huh? Were you walking with a girl? Down Page Street or nothing like that? Okay, we gotta call this up. Okay? Yelling. So you guys are able to stop someone that's walking on the public street, correct? And ask them for their ID whenever you want. No, what I'm telling you is I was dispatched to this area for a domestic disturbance between a chick with a pink shirt and blonde hair, and a male in all black. Okay? You fit the description. You got injuries on your neck, which means you got beat up by a chick. Okay? So I have a lawful reason. To stop and identify you. Okay? That's where I'm laying it all out here for you, bro. I'm trying not to be a dick. I'm trying not to be a douche. So, okay? I can take your name down.
Yeah. I'll call you back. I love you.
So what's going on?
I just had an argument. It's nothing serious, I'm sorry. It was more on my part. So I can give you my ID and everything.
Okay, where's your ID?
Right here. There you go. It just expired. That's me. That was my old address. I lived with my parents then. I just graduated high school about 3 years ago, so that's where I'm at now. I came to
New Mexico.
So I know in my law enforcement and my dictionary and stuff, you guys can't charge anything.
And your what? Law enforcement?
No, I'm saying my rights. And I'm sitting here and telling you right now, like, I'm fine. He's fine. You have an address, you have my ID, I can give you my social security right now. I have no problem with that, sir.
Okay.
It's just, I don't want no problems. This is my man, we had an argument, that's it. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, but I have a problem when people have,
but it's also one
okay.
You never have another problem.
Okay, when someone batters another person in a domestic violence.
Or did they just hear us arguing? Because I yell like a mother. I yell and it's not even him half the time. It's me. I will completely say that. I'll go to jail right now for that. Okay? That's me. Let me go get in the room. Leave him the out of it. You're a f***ing balls ass f***ing fat, white ass f***ing child.
And here you go, the simp guy letting himself get beat up. Like, a lot of these dudes out here will let a woman kill them. While they're stabbing them and shooting them, they'll be like, I love you, baby, and they'll die. Because these guys are programmed to let women do whatever they want. Right? This is the reality that men are living in when you have laws who ease up on women. You got guys who don't call these motherfuckers out, and then to pretend that somehow, some way, you get a lot of money and you can get away from these motherfuckers. When all of these people, you have to stomp out the actions and the behavior. You can't just move, and you can't think that this ain't gonna get into certain people. It takes stronger individuals to not participate in this particular behavior. But somehow, some way, these motherfuckers go after guys, tell them they socially awkward, and this shit is socially normal. But you don't see the SBE niggas doing this, showing these videos. You don't see none of the anti-red pill people showing these videos, showing us how all this shit out here. This is what it is outside. Trust me, I've seen a lot of car crashes done by motherfucking females behind the wheel, motherfucking fights and shit. People being ignorant in places, arguing with people over the thing. And these are certain places I was in that was supposed to be upscale. And these motherfuckers came over there talking shit, doing all that. And I'm like, oh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
Look like that.
You pick up a woman by herself, you have to have 4 cops take me up. The shit.
Ooh, a Wawa meatball hoagie. make it a classic Italian, or should I just go chicken?
Released from the scene.
Way too long. I'm ready to go back tonight.
Obviously, it doesn't matter what trouble I'm in. What the?
Most women are children. None of them, most women were taught that they can act like children because they have titties. Most women were told that they can act like whatever they want because nobody will ever call them out. But this is the go outside crew. This is what's out here. So your society is not perfect, but you want me to go into society that's not perfect and navigate my clean record to these destructive people. I didn't just show black people just black. I showed white people as well. This society is already swirling down. This shit is heading to Rome-like levels, to the point where we might get to the level with Rome, where Rome was at that point. Give it a couple more years. It might be here when I'm going. When all the red pill people going or whatever, we're gonna be going. Maybe give it 3 more 400 years. This shit's gonna be done. If you let these people get away with this shit, I follow the rules. I'll never act like this. You call me socially awkward, weird, dude, I can have conversations with the best of them. But you know, I'm not gonna sit here and feed egos of anybody out here. But this is the society that they tell you to go into.